A key play for productivity is repetition and predictability. And crafting a morning routine will help you develop habits that will make you feel like it's second nature. Because there will be a time where you're out of sync. Maybe you're stressed at work, or maybe you just got up late because you were watching TV all last night, or maybe you just don't have the energy. So the cascade effect on your routine occurs. And more specifically, your routine in the morning is non-existent. Lately, I've been rekindling my love for morning routine. Everything lately has somewhat been scattered and sporadic. So I've been making extra effort to stick to something, because when I do, strangely enough, the day flows. So let's delve a little bit deeper. Make your bed. As unsexy as it sounds, it is a deceptively simple and tiny action that goes a long way. It's just less clutter. There's something not really pleasing to the eye when it's an unmade bed, but when it's done, it entices you to jump back in at the end of the day. Making your bed in the morning is the first accomplishment. Your internal dialogue will start the day right, a positive attitude, and it's one of those little things that matter. Go outside. As I open my blinds, natural light floods my apartment, and in the summer I can feel my instant mood change. And there's nothing else better than sliding that door open and getting some fresh air. Most of us spend 90% of our time indoors, and making a conscious effort to move beyond your four walls as soon as you can to refresh your lungs is vitally important. And when I'm outside, I like to drink on my balcony and just take a few moments to just slowly get my thoughts together, to give myself some positive self-talk. Because let's face it, sometimes we get out of bed and we're not in the best of moods. So I try to snap out of that as soon as I can. And when you expose yourself to sunlight, a chemical reaction actually occurs. The hormone cortisol is slowly increasing, and at the same time melatonin is falling, both finding their balance. Light regulates your body clockwork. We are all biologically hardwired to sync up with the sun. And if you work long hours indoors, soaking up that extra bit of vitamin D in the morning could just make that difference in getting what you need. Hydrate. Just because you went to sleep doesn't mean your body stopped working. You lose water through breathing or your skin, or maybe a couple trips to the bathroom. And when you wake up, your body has its own way of warning you that you're low on your water intake. You notice things like a dry mouth, fatigue, dizziness, or a headache. All these symptoms are likely to be experienced in the morning, which should make hydrating one of your first actions. We generally don't get enough water, and most of us tend to drink liquid high in caffeine or sugar, which does a great job of waking you up quickly, but it doesn't do a great job of hydrating us. So before drinking a tea or a coffee, I like to drink a warm glass of water with a slice of lemon and ginger, plus some supplements, which I'll make a list in the description. When I'm consistent in drinking water before anything, my workouts are better. I wake up more gradually, and it's like greasing the wheels for the mind, providing the best lubricant for the brain. And it's an underrated yet an essential part of my routine. Remain unplugged. In the morning, I remain unplugged for as long as possible. I wake up early enough so I have at least 30 minutes to do any daily admin, whether it's writing down my goals for the day or doing a little reading. In the morning, your mind is quite impressionable, so I'd rather concentrate on taking that time in moments just to be present. It's very easy just to get up and go out and automatically do things without even doing anything for yourself. Listen. So when I'm ready to pick up my phone, I'll put on some music or a podcast. I'm a big believer on being really intentional with what you listen to. When it comes to podcasts, I'm listening to a guy called Hindsight. And for me, it's a mixture of meditation and positive affirmation. I would highly recommend checking him out. I think he hits the right balance of sounding quite relaxing whilst also getting you in the mood to attack the day. I mean, at the end of the day, you need to listen to whatever gets you up and what makes you feel good. And I notice when I don't do this, I'm just in a weird mood. And listening to music kind of sets the tempo for my next action, exercise. Gym for me is a non-negotiable. Fitness is one of my core personal values. When I work out, I have more energy for the day versus when I don't go. And at this point, when I'm in the gym, I'm listening to something a bit more upbeat, faster in tempo, so I'm ready to hit the next set. For me, when you put your body through controlled stress, over time that resilience builds. So when the stresses of life occurs, it's not so much of a blow when they happen. But for me, when you're feeling good physically, that influences your mood. When you feel strong, in my case, I'm ready to take on the day. When I'm done, I usually have a little self-care routine, and this all comes under the bracket of making you feel better. I perform a little scrub on my skin after having a shower and get dressed with the clothes that I've prepared and laid out the night before. And my selection is nothing fancy. I usually stick to simple colours with a pair of denim trousers. I still like to do this even though I'm working from home. Our clothes undeniably have an impact on our productivity. If you wear gym clothes, you feel sporty. When you wear formal clothes, you feel nice and elegant. When you've made an effort to get dressed and put on something you feel good in, coupled with exercise to get your mind ticking, then hydrating to get your mind thinking straight, having time for yourself and staying organised within your living space from the moment you wake up. With all these actions, you're more likely to approach the day with confidence and purpose.